I mean, you get hints of references to like sense of like constant change and how the way that we live our private and imaginary lives. Right? She has a whole poem about that one. And these are like really interesting and like I think fruitful ideas for poems. I struggle with how to make sense of them right now. And maybe that's not what she wants.
I always say that's something too. People always say that. Be like, oh, well, you're not supposed to make sense of them. Just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
I want to be able to make sense of
yeah,
it. Like
exactly.
to
Get the fuck
up
out of
to a
here.
certain point
Yeah,
at least. Right? There can be some mysterious shit. I don't
yeah.
care about that. Like not every some things can just be beautiful and don't need to mean anything else, and that's fine. Um, but you need something to anchor you.
Yeah.
And that is probably the advice that I have most received in any workshop I've ever been in, and maybe why I'm both sort of drawn to a book like this and then also very frustrated with it.
Yeah, but I think and this is why listeners we want to do the workshop horror stories. So send those fucking workshop horror stories in heavyboardpodcast@gmail.com. The way that the poetry is structured now, it is set up for these fucking workshops so that you sit around with a bunch of other fucking amateurs and then they tell you what they think. Even if they're complete morons, they are just like, whoa, and then you get it all in your head and you start changing things and it makes everything worse. Like, I've never been in a workshop where there was more than maybe one, maybe two people in that workshop that I was going to listen to, and the rest I just knew I could disregard. Like, it is just, you know, I mean, this gets even worse if you're talking outside the MFA world. So if you're talking like community workshops or like, public library, like, oh my God. Yeah. It's just, that shit can fuck you up, man. Like, I've seen people get fucked up over that kind of stuff, especially if you're young, it's your first time, and you don't necessarily understand that workshops in a graduate school setting are designed to allow people to be assholes, settle personal vendettas, things like that. Like, there's most people sitting in the room with you are not genuinely trying to make the poem as good as it can be, giving you honest feedback. It is score settling time. It is social currency time, whatever it is. Like, that is what makes workshops fucking suck. And again, the fact that you're not allowed to, I guess some people are mean as shit in workshops and unnecessarily so, but yeah, you're always not allowed to be mean. You're not allowed to say it's not good. No, 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 no. That could hurt the author's feelings.